Well, here we go. Brazil against Argentina. Surely the most seismic footballing conflict in the Southern Hemisphere. Strap in for the ultimate game of one-upmanship, where everything matters so much. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The strains of the national anthem of Brazil. Well, they have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. Well, it is not often that an international fixture so transfixes the whole of world football, but that is the case here. It is indeed a very, very special occasion.
Well, the one thing that can be said is that there really is little in terms of what the players need for motivation. The game against the team you do not want to lose to. This is a nightmare to predict for me. It should be tight on paper, but there are so many factors that come into play, Peter, that anything can happen here.
That's got things underway. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Montiel. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Bruno Guimaraes out to the right. And he's managed to get free. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. All the way back. That is good alertness. Nicely shaped ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Gabriel. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Savinho. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Danilo picks it up from the goal kick. That has not gone well. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Martinez.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Argentina finding their passes. McAllister. Aimed beyond the defence. Joelinton. João Pedro. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Tagliafico makes the interception. Can he get it through? That'll be a corner. Climbs up big! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Bruno Guimaraes bops him off it and wins back the ball. Nicely weighted ball. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Otamendi. Montiel. Bruno Guimaraes. Douglas Luiz couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Messi. While facing up to his adversary, this is a Paul! It's off target and by quite a way.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And he's been shifted off it. He's got away with one there. pretty, but it gets the job done. Brazil are looking to go forward now. And this is Messi. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he's been caught up, and the shot! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Otamendi. Not much subtlety about that challenge. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Wonderful save by Martinez. Drill. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's in, he goes again. Dispatched clinically. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Linton. Now it's Douglas Luiz. Tries to pass it through. And Messi! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Pedro tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cleared without hesitation. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So there was the first half.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And that's the second half started. Now it's Pedro. Otamendi. Tagliafico. Shifted it to the flank. Douglas Luiz. Now it's Pedro. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, no joy this time. Marquinhos gets it away. Looking for the run. And that could set him on his way. Gonzalez! That's a decent clearance. And now the breakaway. Douglas Luiz. He's gone forward. Now it's Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that has been clubbed away. McAllister. Gonzalez does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now it's João Pedro, nicely spread, wriggles his way through. And now they can clear their lines. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Gonzalez, and reclaimed it in a trice. That has been slung wide. Takes a shot! Douglas Luiz.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de
tidily. And they can
60.179.
counter here. Joelinton looking to run onto it. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's McAllister. Knocks it into space. Gonzalez. Alvarez! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
Oh, that's well spotted. Danilo. Joelinton. And that is a little undercooked.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game
Se va
with
a
10
realizar
men.
un cambio.
Header! Goal! Brazil! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Gol de Brasil.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the
Convertido
keeper
en el
would
minuto
struggle to
70.
cope with that, so top
Número
marks for him
16.
following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Brazil go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Oh, it's come loose. Deftly away. And they're quick to get it back. Lucas Paqueta. It's a promising position. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 20. Número 7. Entran. Número 8. Número 14.
There's much frustration as to
Cambio.
the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Brazil making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes,
Se
driving
está
it forward from the
realizando
middle
un
of the
cambio.
park. Argentina really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
They back towards his own goal. And he's forced to go back. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's ended up in no man's land. Great ball if he can get there. It's played through for him. And that has left him in a heap. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Not the most convincing of passes. Argentina are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Gonzalez.
Argentina really can only do one thing now,
Cambio en
Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it
Número
sticks
15.
and sustain some pressure.
Número 9. Número 10. Messi.
Brazil clearly
Número
now in
17.
lead preservation mode.
Entran. Número 25. Número
Oh,
22.
shooting chance!
Número 24.
A collective
Número
sigh of
16.
relief from the defence.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
That has been knocked clear. That'll be a throw. Great vision. Dybala looking to get on the end of this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Picked out chance, surely! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards. I'm sure some will disagree with me, but this is all about good ball retention now.
4 extra minutes added on. Lucas Paqueta. Can he get on the end of this? Marquinhos. It's a really well-measured ball. Lucas Paqueta. Now that's well seen too. Now it's David Neres. That's the keeper's ball. And that will be the final act. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. The end of the game. Reflections?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, here we go. Brazil against Argentina. Surely the most seismic footballing conflict in the Southern Hemisphere. Strap in for the ultimate game of one-upmanship, where everything matters so much. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The strains of the national anthem of Brazil. Well, that was impressive. Match that. Well, I wonder, Jim Beglin, what is going through the minds of these players as they face up, respectively, to their arch enemies? It is a feeling that I'm sure you can identify with.
Well, the one thing that can be said is that there really is little in terms of what the players need for motivation. The game against the team you do not want to lose to. This is a nightmare to predict for me. It should be tight on paper, but there are so many factors that come into play, Peter, that anything can happen here.
So we're up and running. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable...
And he's had a hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, he's been caught napping! And he gets rid in a hurry. Neymar. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Douglas Luiz. Now it's João Pedro, looking to play him in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
De Paul. Now it's Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
McAllister. Messi, played out wide. Short changes him with that pass. Neymar. Now it's João Pedro. Aimed beyond the defence. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Neymar. Now what about a counter-attack? Bruno Guimaraes is onto this. Luis, he's found a way through. It's a promising position. Cross to the back post. And that's the keeper's ball. Now it's Messi. And it's made its way to him. McAllister, that's a little off target. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's superb. Goes for a shot! Argentina with the corner. They're first. Messi plays it short. He's done very well to get to that.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Corner number 2 then. Messi with the short one. Carlos Augusto kept his eye on it, and he's there. Danilo. Douglas Luiz. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Luiz promptly onto that, and that is that. Bruno Guimaraes. He's going to be disappointed with that. Savinho. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. That has been slung wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Just eases him off the ball. Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Played out to the right. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Tagliafico gets it clear. De Paul. Montiel. Lovely bit of skill. Luis did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And here's Neymar. And it's Neymar. And he's had it nicked away. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Joe Linton. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Otamendi gets it away. Danilo. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Paredes. He's having a hit! And that is wildly off target.
Argentina really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Gabriel. Now Carlos Augusto. Could be danger here. Now then, the ball's come loose. In towards the back stick. Defending of the desperate variety. Lovely pass, but... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
De Paul really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. Luis gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. It's played through for him. Montiel. Now, can they get him away?
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space. Argentina really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Messi clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now.
It's a ball! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that has been cleared. Applies the finish! play for a throw. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. De Paul, he's had it taken off him. Now it's Alvarez. Bruno Guimaraes. De Paul does well to get it back. Oh, well measured. And Messi! Douglas Luiz out to the right. Now it's Savinho.
Might want to be careful there.
Paredes. Montiel. Threads one in. Montiel made a surge from fullback. As it turned out, decent chance! Goal! Brazil! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Número 9.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Shoots! Douglas Luiz, spread out to the left. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Sends it crossfield. Now it's Savinho. He's picked his way through. Joelinton, great shot at goal! And yes, it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Gonzalez receives it in a wide position. Marquinhos is there and he can get that clear. That is a brilliant interception.
Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's had a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Douglas Luiz. Danilo. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Bruno Guimaraes, João Pedro, Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. And that is as far as they're going to go. Carlos Augusto. And it's Douglas Luiz. And Marquinhos. Danilo. And Savinho. It's gone out for a throw-in. Danilo. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Approaching the half-hour mark. Opts for safety. And it's Messi. Bruno Guimaraes. That's a good ball out wide.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's taking on the lot of them. Drill. And the shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Brazil find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Messi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. The pass is intercepted. Carlos Augusto calmly anticipates.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that was vital. Douglas Luiz. Danger averted for now. That looks a decent ball. There's the shot! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
So their fourth corner of the game. Gabriel with the clearance. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Marquinhos. Joelinton. He is through here. There's a sharp little ball here. Joelinton proves just a little bit too strong. That'll be a throw-in. And he's managed to get rid. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. And it's Guimaraes. Played out towards the right wing. Savinho providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Up he goes! Read the delivery beautifully, but got the finish all wrong. Montiel battling down that right flank. Oh, Red, nice interception. Gabriel. Argentina are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! They're back within reach! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it's the last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Número 15.
Argentina give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. It's not an especially... That could spell trouble! Look at the space, can he finish? Yes! Right back in the game! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Convertido en el minuto 39. Número 10. Messi.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Douglas Luiz. have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Montiel gets a foot in here. Danilo spots it and intercepts. Driving on and making good progress. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Savinho, great defending, strong and determined. Nicely weighted ball. And the shot! There's a goal! Argentina are level. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Argentina have hit a quick-fire double here and are right back on level terms. Montiel showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Neymar. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking for the run, he can run onto that. He's got away, chance for a shot! Goal! Brazil! And again they hit the front. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Brazil take the lead. Knocks it into space. Montiel. Messi. Linton. And the counter is on. McAllister. Now it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Looking for options for movement. De Paul. Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi. Oh, no joy this time. Gabriel to Marquinhos. Douglas Luiz. Bruno Guimaraes. Nicely spread. Now it's Savinho, and he's managed to get free. Skims one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi. Argentina are looking to break at pace. No, that's been intercepted. Linton. It's anyone's ball now. João Pedro. Now it's Savinho. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's gone for goal! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day.
Horarios de los trenes de todas las estaciones cercanas. Aquí están los jugadores.
Here we go again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Danilo. He's in a great position here. Now it's Savinho.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's on it. Can he get away? He's in space and looking for options. And it's played into the middle.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Carlos Augusto. Douglas Luiz. For Linton. Distributed tidily. And a chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
That's been cut out, well played. It's come to nothing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's going for goal! Missed by a fraction. Douglas Luiz. Out to the left it goes. He has found the way through. And he's worked it through. This looks promising. Lisandro Martinez with the clearance. Tagliafico. He's looking wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to get it clear. Savinho. Oh, they could break here. He's shifting through the gears here. McAllister. And no, that was never going to make it. Paredes. McAllister. Alvarez. And he's in on goal! Douglas Luiz. Shifted it to the flank. Joao Pedro. Tries to play it through. De Paul. Now it's Alvarez. Messi gets into a good position. Knocks it out wide. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great vision. Can he latch on to this? Neymar. He's got Neymar! That's really well cleared. Montiel.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Marquinhos cuts it out. Bruno Guimaraes. Tagliafico kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's McAllister. Shot could be on. Good ball, good take. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Well, that's well seen too. Referee's given a throw. Now it's Joao Pedro. Paredes, who does have an assist to his name. And there's green grass ahead of him. Marquinhos. Gabriel. Now it's Neymar. And claimed it back swiftly. Tries to pass it through. He's found the way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Alvarez. Can he get it through? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
In with the challenge. Can he get on the end of this? Tagliafico. Paredes. Tagliafico receives it in a good position here. It's a really well-measured ball. Linton with 2 goals already to his name. Tries to play it through. It's a goal kick. Argentina can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Número 25.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Joao Pedro. Brazil ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Looking for options, for movement. 60 minutes played. Can he get it through? Over to the left. And it's McAllister. He's had a shot! Oh, just wide.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Lucas Perry clears, and that has left him in a heap. McAllister. Tagliafico is having a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Carlos Augusto. Played out to the right. Argentina perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Linton and Gabriel. Douglas Luiz. Oh, that's well spotted. McAllister. Well timed, excellent interception. Savinho in acres of space out wide, and he's managed to get free. Great chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
De Paul. He's a sharp little ball here. And Messi! It's a loose ball.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
McAllister. And he cuts out the supply. Now this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Garnacho clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
They're up to 5 corners now. Gabriel can get it clear. Tagliafico takes a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Deftly away. Douglas Luiz gets a good foot in there. Alvarez! A real chance and a real let-off.
Argentina certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attack.
Número 7. Lo reemplazará número 8.
Danilo. And he was alert to it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Fernandez. Savinho. Back into the middle. Picked out, real chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner count is rising. That's 6. They've played it short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That has not gone well. Savinho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that is a little undercooked. And it's been given away. Spread it left. Garnacho. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Garnacho. Big chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Linton. Now it's Pedro. Douglas Luiz. Played out to the left flank. Neymar. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 20. Entrará al campo. Número 14. Se va a realizar un cambio.
And the keeper beats it away. Alvarez. Marquinhos. And it's Joelinton. Now it's João Pedro. He's looking wide. Oh, that's fabulous.
Brazil surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Aims beyond the defence. Bruno Guimaraes. Now he's off and running. Foot in. Brazil making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Not the most accurate pass. Nicely weighted ball. Bruno Guimaraes stood up well to him there. And it's Palacios. Palacios looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, nice touch. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there and
has a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And this is Messi. Alvarez. And he shoots! Alvarez with a definite foul there.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 9. Número 17. Entran número 22. Número 16.
Great vision. Can he finish? Goal! Argentina! What remarkable powers of recovery.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Gol de Argentina. Convertido en el
A
minuto
horrible
81.
blip. A horrible blip. A situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Brazil really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, now they've saved it.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Argentina faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
As close to a certainty as can be.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
It's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Brazil go into the lead.
I think what we've just seen is further evidence of their resilience and fantastic belief. I mean, they can always come through. Remarkable.
That has been slung wide. He's tried one! Shifted it to the flank. Paredes really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And that's clear cut, it's a free kick.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 10. Messi. Lo reemplazará. Número 24.
Bruno Guimaraes. Argentina must do something here and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, it's a great... And the finish! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Carlos Augusto. The final 5 minutes. Martinez. Threads one in.
Argentina really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's João Pedro. Spread out to the left. Rafinha. Pinches it off him. Oh, easy pickings there. He's picked his way through. And he's gone looking for safety. Garnacho. Paredes. That has ended up in no man's land. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Nicely aimed pass. Good take, and is he in? And the shot! Yes, it's in! They have stolen level at the last! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Looking to play him in. Played out towards the right wing. This has gone, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Marquinhos.
Se agregarán 5 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Tagliafico. Can he get onto this? That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's David Neres. Tagliafico goes on a run down the left wing. That has been cut short. Lucas Paqueta. Danilo. Oh, it's come loose.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
What about this cross? Oh, important interception. We are into overtime. Played back in. Shot, surely! Off the post! And he's there to get it away. And that's definitely not his best. João Pedro. And it's Fernandez. And that should get the job done. Can he spark a counter here? He is through here!
That's good play from him.
Molina gets rid without sophistication. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's David Neres. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And here's Paqueta. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Argentina may have thrown this away at the death. Look of amusement and dismay from the culprit, but the referee clearly thinks there was enough there for a penalty.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And he does it with ice in his veins.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Gol de Brasil, número 11.
Brazil, and that is as far as it goes. Argentina can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.